I'm talking RuPaul's Drag Race. Start your engines. Ooh, I know y'all felt that one. I said engines. Ooh. So we're back. We are back, and we're about to get into this week's Drag Race rundown, where every 2 weeks I count down the hottest moment from the Drag Race Queendom. As a heads up, this segment has all of the mother-sucking spoilers, so it's a good idea to go ahead and watch the most recent episodes of Drag Race and come right on back. Let's go. All right, y'all. So in this week, we are getting all the way into the latest and greatest from Drag Race UK. And I need to know from y'all, have y'all been watching Drag Race UK? Because if you haven't, the queens across the pond, the UK queens across the pond, have been absolutely slaying the Drag Race scene. I love to see it. But if you haven't been watching Drag Race UK Season 4, I'm going to catch you up right now. The talent over on Drag Race UK Season 3 has been slaying it, and it's absolutely amazing. And one of my faves is Danny Beard, an uber talented queen who has an infectious personality and incredible stage presence. And she's, believe it or not, the first bearded queen to compete on Drag Race UK, and actually the first bearded queen to be judged by RuPaul herself. Fun facts about her. But Danny Beard is from Liverpool, and I absolutely love Liverpool accents. Season 1 winner, the Vivienne, is actually from Liverpool. And if you know the Vivienne, you already know the accent that I'm talking about. And I'm not going to torture y'all with a Liverpool accent, but randomly, I was watching this viral video of a British bloke, a black British bloke. Not me almost saying African American British bloke. That is not a thing, Jaron. A black British bloke. And I said this for a reason, but he was actually indulging in some Popeyes on camera. And he was talking about the bread sides at Popeyes. And he was talking about how Americans call it biscuits, not scones. And he was in his British accent, but he just flipped into this American accent. And he was like, I feel like Americans watching this video are like, it's biscuits. And I was like, and then literally everyone else in the comments also was like, how do British people just flip into American accents so well? Meanwhile, Americans, we over here struggling with a British accent. Like, our British accents be sounding like Jamaican accents. They be sounding like our cousin from around the way accent. Like, it's not giving British. It's not giving British at all. But my other fave from Drag Race UK is actually Black Peppa. Just to get back to Drag Race UK, because that was a random tangent. But my other favorite is Black Peppa. She is an Afro-Jamaican Saint Martinier queen who has been slaying the competition since episode 1. And in episode 1, she actually won both the mini and the maxi challenges. And also a fun fact about my homegirl Black Peppa is that she is actually the drag daughter of Beast by Drag fave Mo Hart. Shout out to Mo Hart. Shout out to that family of awesome queens. But for last week's episode of Drag Race UK, and this is a spoiler alert, so if you don't want to hear it, still stay tuned because I need the listens. But spoiler alert. Last week, Baby actually self-eliminated herself from the competition, y'all. She self-eliminated herself at the very end of the episode, and I actually have all the reasons why she did that, and all these reasons are from a very vulnerable and personal note that she posted to her Instagram this week, so make sure you stay tuned for all of those details. But at the top of the episode, Mama Ru actually entered the workroom in this long orange puffer jacket, and I took note because I was like, wait a minute, so long puffers are still going to be in this season. This is fall winter season, because I in fact indeed have a long puffer in my new coat closet across the corner over there. I have one. It's black, and I can bust it out. I can bust it out this fall winter, and I might bust it out on the next episode of the podcast. Now we gonna be here sweating on the podcast, but Mama Ru walked in styling and profiling. She announced that for this week's Maxi Challenge, the queens will be starring in the unauthorized sequel to a beloved classic, And this unauthorized sequel is Larry Poppins, the unauthorized Rusical Live, and she described it as the twisted tale of Mary's evil twin, Larry Poppins, who is a nanny who is practically imperfect in every way. And the big news is that the queens would be singing live during this maxi challenge. And one thing about me, I would have definitely been nervous. I would have been nervous because I can give y'all a good ooh, ah. I can give y'all a light vocal. You know, I do that every week at the top of the Drag Race Rundown. I can give y'all a good light vocal, but I ain't trying to give y'all a full verse, a full chorus live. You know, I need some auto-tune. I need a producer. I need some mixing and some mastering. After the queens got ready in the workroom, the queens put on this awesome live production of Larry Poppins, and honestly, I was thoroughly entertained by the entire production, y'all. It's honestly really challenging to sing and dance live, and I'm talking like I know this, but I can say it's probably really challenging, and no one's vocals for this challenge were awful. No one's vocals were terrible. They were all awesome, and the choreo was mostly tight from everyone as well. Like, these queens are uber talented, and during the judges' critiques, they called that out, that they were literally splitting hairs to judge these queens. But Danny Beard definitely showed out. He was definitely a highlight throughout. They were definitely a highlight throughout, and I absolutely love seeing Danny's theatrics and his animated personality throughout. Danny had the lead role of Larry Poppins, absolutely killed it, but fast forward to the judges' critiques. Baby, who was also a fave from the cast, Baby was given high praise from Michelle Visage for her incredible energy and her great pacing, but Michelle just felt like she was starting to lose Baby in the performance. And Baby revealed during the judges' critiques that, and she was visibly emotional during this moment, but she revealed during these critiques that she had been struggling with anxiety this entire competition. And she honestly had just been trying to dig herself out of it just to press on for this maxi challenge. And RuPaul said that he's actually found that over the years, he's had to make friends with his saboteur. And every now and then his saboteur comes rearing his ugly head. And he just has to say, RuPaul just has to say to his saboteur that, hey girl. He just has to say, hey girl, what's up? Oh, you're here again. Okay, I hear you, but I'm just going to do this over here. And, you know, RuPaul likes to talk about the inner saboteur a lot. He does. But honestly, y'all, it's so relatable because sometimes you do just have to become comfortable with ignoring self-doubt and actively acting in your current power or your envisioned power. Y'all, I'm giving y'all nuggets on the podcast today. Did y'all hear that? You gotta act in your current power or your envisioned power. Catch that. But RuPaul announced that Baby and Dakota Schiffer were in the bottom two, unfortunately. And after a lip sync to No Way by the cast of 6 that Baby absolutely slayed, she slayed this lip sync, y'all. RuPaul was literally about to announce who was going to sashay away when Baby interrupted RuPaul and said, can I say something? I'm extremely grateful for being here, but I think I need to go home and take care of myself. And literally everyone was gasping. Everyone was shook. And Mama Ru simply responded with, I respect that. I respect that. And Baby actually posted a series of notes to her Instagram story this week where she revealed the exact reasons why she placed her mental health as a priority, which I absolutely love and I fully support. Why she placed her mental health as a priority and removed herself from the competition. And Baby said, and I quote, the emotions that came out on episode 5 were a very small window into what was actually going on for me. And the reality is I was very unwell. A lot of what you saw on camera was me switching it on. And I'd gotten to a point where that was no longer sustainable for me and my well-being. I was having aggressive and frequent panic attacks, then just walking into the workroom, a challenge, the runway, or Untucked, acting like nothing had happened. Baby went on to say, and I quote, The psychological requirements of being on a show of that scale meant that I wasn't able to do my job to the best of my ability. So rather than stay and misrepresent my skill level and artistic capabilities, I decided to go home and take care of myself. And baby, we over here at Beats by Drag, and by we, I do mean me, we over here at Beats by Drag, we fully support your decision to exit the competition. And I say this so seriously, y'all, but mental health should always be the priority, y'all. And I want y'all to receive that and hear that. Like, mental health in life, mental health in regards to work, mental health in regards to dating, love, should always be the priority, y'all. Make sure y'all remember that, receive that. Do whatever you need to do to protect your mental health, be it therapy, be it exiting a situation. Just make sure you take that into account when you're making decisions. Make sure you place mental health as a priority. But I am so happy that Baby did what she needed to do in that moment, and she decided to place her mental health as a priority and took care of herself in that moment and honored her needs at that time. And her exit line was, and I quote, "But for the record, it would have been over for you hoes if I stayed, just so you know." I know that's right, baby. But if you want more Baby in your life, she actually just released a bop of a single where she actually wrote about her journey with mental health. And she definitely flexes on this song with her songwriting degree that she talked about on the show. The chorus is so catchy, y'all. I had it on repeat last night. And there's this hook in the song where she says, "I get you, yeah," which y'all will have on repeat as well, that y'all will be singing along to on repeat when she's saying it on the song. But I literally just got the clearance from Baby herself to play the song on the podcast, so you'll definitely hear that on a future episode of the podcast. But let's go ahead and get back to my apartment jammy jams over at the J Spot. And this next tune that I'm gonna play for you all is from a favorite of mine, and it's from rising R&B singer Frex. So this song is actually titled Oxford Circus, and all of my London girly girls out there, I know y'all know about Oxford Circus. Is actually a London underground station. But lovely listener of the pod, Antonio, actually sent me this song, and I've had this joint on repeat in the J Spot, y'all. I've had it on repeat, and the song actually starts off with these lines that I absolutely love. And the lines are, and I quote, "My favorite place in London is your bedroom, watching the clouds from your window." Y'all, I could cry right now, y'all. I could cry. I could cry right now, y'all. Isn't that so beautiful? My favorite place in the entire city. The entire city is your bedroom, where we're just watching the clouds. Don't y'all want that? Anyways, y'all, let's get in our feels for a few moments with Frex. And when we come back, we'll get into the artist spotlight for the week.